Hello, my gorgeous light beings. Thank you for joining me here today. So today's reading is going to be about what don't you see coming. I wanted a short, cute, to the point reading, and this reading came in clutch right on time. And I was like, what do I want to do? Kind of energy. So maybe you guys need to know what you want to do or what you're going to do, or maybe the outcome of this reading will let you know what you should do. Or maybe some of you are just anxious about things that are happening in your life and what's coming and what's not coming. And this will provide some, clarity. Hopefully it adds some kind of solace to you as well. It helps in some kind of way. As soon as I said that, I had to pause the reading to kind of expel some air. So it's like a sigh of relief, or there's like stuff that's bubbling up inside of you. Maybe it's giving you gas because you're stressing so much about it. So let's see what's coming through. I have all my tarot cards and oracle cards. So the cards, first and foremost, are shuffling beautifully, so things are going to be going well. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Emperor, okay? I'm hearing healing and like taking authority over your healing, so you can see it better. Authority over your healing, getting better. Some of you could be physically healing from something. I'm hearing heartburn, chest pains. Okay, please Spirit, tell me the energy of my gorgeous group ones and what they don't see coming. This could literally be anything, okay? You have 8 of Wands, something sure is coming. That's what you should know. Maybe you feel that energy coming. Sometimes we feel things before they come and it leads to anxiety, but sometimes it's also best to just let it go and allow it to happen, right? Stop stressing. You guys are control freaks. The Emperor, literally, you guys are control freaks. If one card is the control freak card, it would be him and the Hierophant, right? So Taurus energy and then Aries energy with those two cards coming through. Those could be some placements you have in your chart, and it's kind of like you crave control. You want to be in control of the things happening in your life. You don't want things just coming out of the blue. So if this has to do, whatever this thing is, that could be coming through, or just life in general, if it has to do with people coming towards you or making a decision on your behalf, you don't like it because you want to be in control of everything, okay? So we have the Five of Swords. There is something here about maybe an altercation, or you're psyching yourself out. Maybe there was an argument that was had, right? Disagreements are coming through as well. Maybe there's going to be some communication coming in about a disagreement you have with someone. I'm hearing just breathe. That song is coming through from In the Heights, Just Breathe. So basically the story behind that song, Nina is coming home from college, right? And she is trying to figure out how to tell the people in her barrio, her neighborhood that she grew up in, that she's not liking school as much as she thought she would, or she's not the best like she used to be, because she was the smartest one, the one everyone knew would go to college, the one everyone's like depending on to be successful and come back with all these glorious stories of college. And when she comes back on summer break, she's like, I don't have the stories they're going to be looking for. What do I tell everyone, right? And then later on in the movie, we learned that she dropped out of school because of some altercation that happened where she was accused of stealing something from this rich white girl, child. It's crazy. But basically, she's like very anxious about what is she going to tell people, how they're going to react. So there's something here about someone having control over your emotions right now because maybe the ball's in their court, right? And you don't know when, why, who, what is going to be happening. You're kind of like, it's stressing you out. Because the thing that was stressing her out was not that she left school, because it's something that she wanted and needed to do for her emotional well-being. Her anxiety was based on how people would, I guess, perceive her, because she was the one that everybody was like, in the song, she's like, I was the one who made it out. And everyone's like counting on her to be this big celebrity and make it in the world. She's kind of like, that's a lot of pressure, right? So maybe you're under a lot of pressure. You have the star, yeah, because you know you're destined for great things, and so does everyone around you. So it's kind of like, what is it called? I'm hearing a mother who's constantly asking her daughter, are you pregnant yet? Did you meet a boy yet? Are you married yet? And you're kind of like, Mom, please. And she's like, what? You're the only child who's going to give me grandkids. I know that. Your brother's not going to give me grandkids. Your sister's going to give me grandkids. You're the only child that I have is going to be able to give me grandkids. You may be the only one that want kids. And they're kind of like, come on, when is it going to happen? You know, maybe you told someone you're going to Hollywood and you know, it's giving me, what is it called? American Idol. When you audition, they give you the golden ticket to go to Hollywood, but just being on the show and getting that ticket doesn't assure you success or superstardom, right? You just get the chance to put your name out there, to be on people's television screens every week, but it's not like guaranteed fame, because a lot of people, and it's funny because I was just thinking about this earlier, how there was one person who was like on American Idol that I used to love when he was competing on the show. I don't watch it anymore. This was like a long time ago. I think his name was like Alejandro or something like that. And he would always come and like make his own music. He would sing his own songs every week. So he was very talented, very creative. He was the most talented person or one of them on the show. And I think in the end, he ended up losing, or maybe he won. But I was just wondering, because his song played on Spotify, and I'm like, where is he? Like, he was second runner up, whether he won or not, I don't remember. I think he won, or maybe he didn't. Look at me going back and forth. I don't remember. It was long ago. But I was like, where is he at? Like, just because you get on these big shows doesn't mean you're going to be famous. It's like, so maybe you were given an opportunity lately to get in a connection. Maybe you told friends, family, whatever, I want a date. And now they're waiting for you to get married. You know, you just told your mom that you found the guy you're going to spend the rest of your life with when you're having kids, when you're getting married. You're kind of like, Mom, like, those are things you really can't control, because the man asking you to marry him is not in your control. You can't force him to. And when you get pregnant, it's also not in your control, because maybe your son doesn't want to have kids until you're in a serious connection or married at the very least. And you're kind of like, now the things that everyone's asking me or wanting of me are things that is in someone else's control. And that's causing a lot of anxiety, you know? I'm talking too much, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have the star card coming through here. So there is something here about fame, success, all eyes on you. And that is something that's like causing you anxiety. Maybe you're getting a lot of attention out of nowhere. You know, maybe you're going viral, people are commenting on you more, maybe you're getting more exposure, and that's also causing you anxiety. If not, that's what you don't see coming. Something that you are worried about is going to turn out better than you imagined. A wish of yours is coming true, and it's coming in quickly. It's something that's causing you mental distress, the Five of Swords, but it's coming in hot and fast, and you don't see it coming, because that's what the reading's about, right? So we have Aquarius energy coming through here, but yeah, something's coming in hot and quick. Opportunities, money, passion, messages, right? I'm hearing SCS for some of you. Like, it's coming in hot, it's coming in fast, it's coming in quick, and you don't know. We have success coming through to confirm that. Six of Wands. So a lot of attention, followers, good reviews, people talking, subscribers, whatever it is you do with yourself, you're getting a lot of attention, and that's something you don't see coming. Please feel free, I'm feeling to call to tell you. Oh, sorry. Breathe, guys, breathe. To choose more than one video if you feel called to do so. More than one pile, I should say, or group, because you may have multiple blessings or multiple things coming in that you don't see coming. But this is definitely giving me fame, status, acclaim, followers, subscribers, you know, money. Here we have the Empress. Ooh, this is sexy. I like this. Not even sexy, this is wholesome. You know, it's like you've been working hard on something and you have just put, okay, how can I explain this best? You just put a new demo out there in the world and you're like, oh my gosh, how are people gonna receive it? And then you're like sitting here biting your fingernails, not knowing that this is gonna blow up and give you the break you've been wanting. Maybe you're going on a reality TV show and you're auditioning for something, right? Or you're putting in an internship, you know what I mean? Or you want to work under someone and you kind of put yourself out there and you're waiting for like your return for profit essentially to come back to you, and it's not coming as fast as you would think it would, or like I said, you don't see it coming, and because you're not seeing it right now and you can't hold it and touch it and feel it, it's like causing you anxiety. Maybe you are the one in your family who kind of made it out, or maybe everyone is like depending on you to do something and become something and take care of everyone. I just keep hearing, I was the one who made it out, the one who always made the grade, but maybe I should have just stayed home. When I was a child, I stayed wide awake, climbed to the highest place on every fire escape, restless to climb. That song keeps coming through. Go give it a listen. Breathe from In the Heights. Maybe your genius is going to be like rewarded soon, because whenever I think of In the Heights, Hamilton, you know, all the things that Lin-Manuel Miranda has had his little elbows knee deep in, it's it's always a banger. It's always successful. It's always beautiful because he's like this. I don't know. I'm hearing what is it? Maestro. You know, he's this genius musically, and that could be something. It took him a while to kind of pop off too. It took him a while to get his accolades here. And we have the High Priestess, so you see this coming, and then we have the First and the Sun. Guys, relax. You have nothing to worry about. And then we have the Star and the Sun clarifying the Star. Can I get one more card? So success is coming your way. A lot of new opportunities. Okay, respect is what I'm hearing. Followers, subscribers, fame, status, money, deals. All that stuff is coming your way. And you know this, which is why it's kind of causing you stress. They're like, why are you worried about it when you can feel it coming? I'm feeling it coming, right? And like I said earlier, don't piss me off. And like I said earlier, the reason why you're having so much anxiety is because you can feel it coming. You just haven't seen it yet, and it's stressing you out because you're the kind of person who wants to know where, when, why, and how. And I'm going to give you the what it is, but I don't know the where, the when, the why. You know, Spirit does. It's all in divine timing. So you're very impatient, or you have a hard time like trusting that the things you do and put into the world are good enough. So you're like, oh my gosh, it's not popping off right now. It takes time. You know, it could be 3 months from now. And that's something you're going to have to kind of deal with because you can't make it happen any faster. You can work and you can put out as much music videos, as much songs. You can work as hard as you want, but it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen, right? And it's going to be really soon because we have the Eight of Wands within 8 hours or days because wands are quite fast, okay? And then here we have the artist, the artiste. So you guys are artists. You make stuff. You create, whether it be music, photography, you paint. Like there's something here about your creations, like taking on a mind of its own. That's what I just heard. I just saw Sabrina Carpenter and how she went from being like known but not as well known as she is now, right? You're popping off is what's coming through because she used to make music long before espresso popped off. She made music for like a long time. So she was a little kid, a little girl actually. But now she's kind of like in her mid-20s, and that's when now is the time for her to pop off. And she never would have known, or she never would have popped off if she gave up after she released her first single when she was like 12 or whatever. We'll go with 12. I don't know that girl's life. If she would have gave up, like releasing one song and it didn't pop off, she didn't become super famous at 12, she would have never been able to see her Espresso, her Man Child, and all her other songs pop off the way they did. It took time, and it takes finding your voice, right? Because her little bratty, her little nymphomaniac, you know, kind of in love with sex kind of energy is what's making her different from everyone else. Her little cutesy, all pink, big hair, bangs, blush, like those are the things that she started doing that really like set her into the stratosphere. And it's her, like, it was finding her personal style, or, you know, literally, funnily enough, I'm not even surprised she's like that because she's a Taurus, and Taurus is at to lead with like sensuality and Venusian energy, and that's what she's literally doing, and that's what's like making her pop off. So maybe look towards your sun sign, and that is the core of who you are, and start showing that person to the world. Now, it doesn't have to be the characteristics of your sun sign, because some people's sun signs aren't as fun as Taurus or Libra or Leo, right? Because it always pisses me off when Virgo season comes around, everyone's talking about practicality and writing lists. I'm like, yuck. Virgos are so much more than that. We're so much more fun than y'all show us or portray us in the media. Like, oh, it's always about, getting organized. Like, yuck. Virgo season is not even just about that. So don't piss me off. It's not just about work and seriousness and analyticals and da-da-da-da. Like, no, that's not what I resonate as a Virgo. Okay, we're quite funny. We're quite dedicated. We're loyal, okay? We tell it like it is. We're truthful. Like, but I never say enough about that. Y'all always talking about, perfection. Like, shut your behind up. Don't piss me off. Anyway, that's what I mean by... You don't have to be someone who just turns into this serious person all of a sudden because I'm saying it's happened to your sun sign energy. But I'm more so saying that the ideals of that sign, or who you really are on the inside, is what is going to get you to go the extra mile. Because I'm getting that you guys have like a little bit of a claim now, which is why it's like stressing you out. Like, am I gonna get more? I'm gonna go get bigger. Is it gonna work off? Is it gonna work out? Is it gonna pay off? Like that kind of energy, because you're seeing little seedlings, right? But you haven't seen the whole tree yet. But the tree's gonna take a while to plant, as you know, whether you plant or not. A tree doesn't sprout up overnight. Okay, it takes time for it to grow. And even then, when it grows, it takes even more time for the fruit to start hanging and bearing and for the fruit to be ripe. And then you can eat the fruit, right? So you're like in the mid stages. Even if your tree has fully grown and it's like, you know, casting shade and you're seeing the results of it, it's still going to take a few more months or a few weeks for the fruits to drop. You know what I mean? I'm just remembering how I used to live in Florida. We had like a big backyard, and my grandma's husband would like plant orange trees and mango trees and pumpkins, and we would just go back there and we couldn't wait for the oranges to finally be ripe and we could just eat oranges. I love that life for us. And now we're in New York. Yuck. Anyway, I love New York too. But that's kind of what I'm getting, how we would just look and wait for because it was so exciting. Like, oh my gosh, we have our own orange tree back here. And he would plant a bunch of stuff around the backyard, right? It was a good life, guys. Anyway, it's kind of giving that, how we would just wait and stare out the window. But people say all the time, so watching watching paint dry or watching a plant grow, it's gonna take longer. It's like you have to distract yourself or do something else while you wait for it to grow, or else it's gonna seem like it's never growing, is basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm talking too much. So we have all these beautiful energies here. The only one negative card that we would have is the Five of Swords. That's just more about you stressing yourself out and you're not really seeing things happen the way you want it to. And it's kind of like you're not seeing things clearly, right? You have no idea all these beautiful things that are coming in, which is why it's going to be even more of a surprise when it does come in. But keep creating stuff, right? Because your fame, and your recognition and your followers and your supporters are going to come from you tapping into the artist inside of you, whatever that may mean for you, however that resonates for you. It's going to be different for everyone, right? So with the artist, we have, I forget what they said this is in the deck. I don't remember. Let me look really quickly. So the artist in the deck is, I think it was 𝐓𝐴 or something like that. Because I know the well is Gaia and the artist is 𝐓𝐴. Let's see what it says in the book. So why did it fall? Oh, right here. Yeah. 𝐓𝐴, right. The artist is the vessel of creation. The card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition. Anxiety, worry, impatience, that are the distractions of the human condition, okay? So you are the visionary, the interpreter, your creation, you're passionate. Those are the things you're being asked to like lean into, your creation, the things you love, okay? And the things you love is going to get you this success, okay? But we have the Empress, the High Priestess, the Sun, the Artist, the Star. I don't know what more you need. We have, the only thing we're missing is the Moon, and we don't really want the Moon in this kind of reading anyway, because the Moon is like secrets and things we can't see. We have enough of mystery around whatever this thing is going to be. We need some kind of clarity more than anything. So what you don't see coming is all of your ships coming in at once. All of your manifestations coming in at once, right? The star card is you. I'm hearing it's 7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees. So something could be coming in on Friday. I'm filming this on Wednesday, and I'm not going to be posting it until probably Monday of next week. So this Friday, whenever you're watching this, whenever Friday is upcoming, that Friday can be important. Okay, or just Friday in general. And Friday is the day of Venus, where blessings come in, abundance come in. That's the day of the Empress, okay, of Aphrodite, okay? Oh boy, I feel like I'm running out of breath. I'm running out of time. Could definitely be an energy you're feeling like, okay? But yeah, we have the Empress energy, the High Priestess. This is Taurus, Libra. Funny how that was coming through with Sabrina Carpenter. Then we have the High Priestess, which is Pisces, the Sun, Leo, the Artist, 𝐓𝐴, right, which is like creation. And then the Star is Aquarius energy. So if you have any of these in your big three or in your chart prominently, look at where the house is, and maybe that's what you need to incorporate more of, right? So for example, I have Taurus and Libra. I have Taurus in my second house, so focus on money. Libra in my seventh house, that's focused on love and romance and relationships, collaboration with people. So I could say, based on what I'm interpreting in the reading, that my success is coming from collaborating with people, right? That's going to help me make money with Taurus and Libra coming through at the same time. Then, for example, I have Pisces in the 12th house. Maybe I'm making money and getting success off of being spiritual and posting spiritual content or my spiritual journey, whatever that, may be for everyone. Then we have Aquarius coming through here. I have Aquarius in my 11th house, right? Because I'm an Aries rising. So all the signs and houses fall right where they're supposed to. And Aquarius is my 11th house, which is social media and friends. So that's also tying into the collaborations that was coming through. So maybe me collaborating with friends helps me become famous, you know, or receive my success and abundance and recognition. Then we have the sun here, Leo. Leo is in my 5th house, right? And that is the house of romance, the house of dating. And that's coming through twice because we had Libra and then we had Leo. So that's like love, substance, love topics, romance relationships, and friendship and social media. So if I were to combine all those things together, that may be my big break right there, you know? If I were to, like, you know, try to decode it, you know? That's what's coming through for y'all, okay? I'm going to pull some more cards. Just give me a second. So, for example, if we're going to go read it like this, we have the 8 of Wands. Something's coming in that has to do with you sitting back and just receiving. It's not something you have to work for. You have put in all the work that needs to be put in at this point is what I'm getting. So the work that needs to be done has already been done. The Empress is all about sitting there and receiving things being brought to her being rewarded, right? Okay, then we have the 5 of Swords. Things that you're stressing about is going to turn out the way you know it's going to turn out because you already have an idea and an inkling of what's coming. And because you know it's so good, that's what has you so stressed, excuse me, right? It's kind of giving me all the things that we crave and yearn for. We crave and yearn for because our future self already has it. So that's us tapping into that energy and I guess seeing our life from what it's going to be and wanting that life now. But that life is coming regardless of whether it takes 2 years, 3 years, 1 day. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming. You feel it coming. And just, you know, let it come. When it's supposed to come, you have a hard time letting go of control, let go of control. It's supposed to be a surprise, okay? Then we have the Star and the Sun. These are both energies of like just being in the spotlight, all eyes on you kind of energy. And then we have the 6 of Wands, the artist, something that you're doing, your artistry, the things you're making, that you're putting your feet in, what you're cooking, what you're singing, what you're releasing into the world is what's bringing this abundance and success in, right? But it has to do with you, like stuff that you're creating of your own volition, right? Not something that someone told you to do or, you know, it's something you created. I'm hearing that you put your own personal spin on. So don't watch what other people are doing and follow them. Do what is naturally, comes to you naturally. Everything comes naturally. It comes naturally. Baby. Right? Some people hate that I sing during readings. I'm not going to stop because that's what I love and that's what I enjoy. And nobody asked you to be here. Let me stop. But I'm serious though. Like, you don't got to stay. I got to do things that make me happy because this is my channel and this is how I channel through spirit. You're not going to come and tell me to stop singing on my channel? Like, that sounds insane, does it not? Here we have I miss you, longing, distance, and regret. So somebody could be missing you. That could be one of the things coming in because the 8 of Wands is signifying that multiple things are coming in, not just one thing. This 5 of Swords could be someone like thinking on something and like, should I come in? Should I say something, right? The Star card is a wish come true as well. So someone could be wishing on a star for you. And the 6 of Wands is them coming in on their trusty steed, their knight in shining armor to, I guess, give you something, offer you something. This could be someone who you like pushed away or who walked away from you. Here we have hot and cold. Oh, so hot and cold energy. Okay. I'm hearing that specifically for something that you are putting time into. Maybe you have this hot and cold like energy towards it, where some days you want to do it, other days you're kind of like, oh, it's not even worth it anymore. It is worth it. Keep going. Stop playing in my face. Okay. Here we have the Chaser. We have attachment and seeking validation. Stop doing that as well. Stop doing that as well. Like I said, you're supposed to be the Empress. You're supposed to be in this Empress energy, knowing with the High Priestess that things are coming to you naturally, the Empress energy. Stop chasing stuff. Okay, because someone misses you and they're chasing you. You're not supposed to be chasing them. This is the 6 of Wands energy. We have this man on this horse chasing something. Could be you. You can't be chasing him and he chasing you at the same time. You guys are going to crash and burn. There could be somebody you're missing. That could be what is causing this anxiety as well. And you're getting the feeling that they're coming back and you kind of want to be like, when, why, how? You know, you want to know all the tea and it's like you can't. You have to wait for them to make the move. You can't destroy the surprise. Here we have healing, self-care. Work on that as well while they're gone. Or before they come back in if that's something that's resonating for you, if this is a person. And we have frozen out in the cold. Frozen out in the cold winter. Yeah, spring is coming. For those of you who just can't stand winter as well, and this is like seasonal depression coming in and showing its butt. But yeah, I just keep hearing that song by Glorilla. I'm trying to be seen. It's 7 p.m. Friday. Hey, 95 degrees. I ain't got no, and no Negro ain't got me. I'm about to show my rise. Negroes love a freak. How the heck is that your man? When he right here with me, you supposed to be turned up with my bitch. Hey, turned up with my bitch. Hey, like that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be outside having a good old time. And instead you in the house stressed. That is the vibe. Okay? Still have fun while you wait for these things to come in. That's it. Turn up. Okay. I'm here. I ain't even know it. Throwing that in for days. Booty going up, down. I ain't got no problem spending all of my money. I'm trying to see what's up now. What song is that? You ain't even know it. I can't remember the name of the song. It's a T-Pain song though. But it's like you're supposed to be shaking booty and having a good old time, not sitting here like in this mode of when is it coming? Why is it coming? No, go out and have some fun because it's coming. This is like success, but for some of you, it is a partner coming in back in. Okay, here we have Ice Queen. Don't back down. Ooh. But this hot and cold, don't back down. That could have been a vibe and a connection too. Okay, here we have confusion and turmoil. This is that 5 of Swords energy coming through. But that was only one card in a sea of positivity. Don't let that one negative thought derail you, please. Please, Spirit. What is coming? What don't they see coming? Celebration and dating. How cute. Maybe you're like getting over someone and you miss them, and they're spirits that do not chase that mofo. Continue to focus on self-care. Be in this don't back down Ice Queen energy. Keep them out in the cold. And it'll either lead to them coming back or you finding someone new. Okay? Anything else coming through, please, Spirit? What don't they see coming? This is supposed to be short. I don't know. I can never do a short reading, child. We have a new beginning in spring. Look at that. We have this winter falls not in the cold. Spring brings new beginnings. Okay? And spring is coming up pretty soon. And we have to make a choice. So yeah, there's somebody that you're with to make a choice, or you're making a choice. I don't know. Take what resonates for you. Everyone's going to be different. Or maybe you making this choice to choose what's healthy for you instead of what's bad for you is also going to facilitate this change and help it come in faster. Because right now you're in this hot and cold energy when it comes to this thing, whatever it is you're manifesting. It could be this dream, this wish, this person, this relationship, whatever. You're constantly like, oh, I want it. And the next minute, I don't want it. Right? It's like, stop. Just stop thinking about it. It's what's coming through. And I know it's easier said than done, but find a way. Okay, where there's a will, there's a way. Ooh, they said travel. Go on a trip somewhere. Distance, travel, and adventure. That could be something that's coming your way as well. Okay, let's get some more cards, please, Spirit. Look at that. We have attraction that flipped over off the deck. And it says strong attraction binds you and another person together. That could be what's stressing you out. That the attraction is still there, even if they aren't, and that's stressing you out as well. Okay, it says this connection is both emotional and physical, drawing you closer. So it is drawn closer to you. The attraction is attracting. Okay, please, Spirit, continue clarifying this message. What don't they see coming? Like I said, whatever this thing is, you already feel it coming. Just let it come. Let it all go. Let it all go. We have to make a decision, and we have decision making coming out in reverse. It says you may feel indecisive or anxious about making the right career choices, leading to delays or missed opportunities. Yeah, follow your gut. You already know the answer. Like, I don't understand, guys. You have the High Priestess here. You know the answer. There's no need to hem and haw and make it more hard than it needs to be. Your first gut decision, if whether it be to say yes or no, that's when you know. That song is also coming through from, is it Enchanted? That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love. So maybe some of you are stressed out about a romantic connection. Spirits like, you know. When you know, you know. If you can't stop thinking about them, you want to be with them, just sit in that energy for a little bit and accept that, and then like just leave it up to chance. because there's nothing you can do. Literally, there's nothing you can do to make this person make a choice faster. Let it go. Stop thinking about it. Go live your life. Keep creating. Keep pouring into yourself. Focus on your career. And when they come around, if they come around, when they come around, all that, then they come around. But you cannot stop and pause your life and sit in this Five of Swords. I can't talk lately. Oh my gosh. Sit in this Five of Swords energy like, oh my gosh, when are they coming? They're coming. This career opportunity is coming. The money is coming. Everything is coming at once, is what I just heard. So just stop worrying about it. Here we have courage in reverse. Fear may be holding you back from taking bold steps, leaving you feeling stuck in a difficult situation. Sounds about right. One more card, please, Spirit. Ooh, shoving it the wrong way. One more final message for my collective, please, Spirit. What don't they see coming? New beginnings. Someone misses you. Winter's over and spring is coming. You don't see distance and travel coming. You don't see adventure coming. You don't see celebration and dating coming. All those things are coming. And here we have wealth, okay? It says over-focusing on wealth may cause you to lose sight of what truly matters, leading to dissatisfaction. So you're worrying too much about money as well. It's going to come too. Like I said, all these things are coming in at once, okay? And I just saw 3111. So that's 111 coming through in the reading. So, yo, what's up? This pants pissing me off. Sorry, don't mind me. Jesus. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, don't piss me off. Like you're someone who kind of maybe you get too in your head and you kind of overreact to certain things. And Spirit's just like, take a chill pill. Literally, we're taking it back to the 2000s. Take a chill pill, you know? And like the more you live your life and the more you focus on you, that's when these like thoughts disappear. When you're sitting too still in one energy, that's when the thoughts plague you. If you are doing life and living life and working and having fun with friends and vacationing and doing all these things, your blessings will find you either way. They're not gonna sit there, they're not gonna miss you. You know, it's the saying what people are saying, whatever's for you will not miss you. Just because you go on a vacation and leave your house doesn't mean the blessing's not gonna find you where you at. Right? You don't got to stay stuck in this one place in the same energy, just thinking and, you know, stressing yourself out. Your blessings will find you wherever you may be in the world, whoever you may be with. Okay? At the right times, I just heard, period. Amen. I heard that. So that's what I have for you guys. Success, fame, status, all that good stuff. More passion, communication, you know, whirlwinds, a whole bunch of stuff coming in at once is what you don't see coming. And that's what I have for you guys. If this reading resonated in any kind of way, please like, follow, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, hype the video, all that good stuff. If you were ever interested in booking a reading with me, you can do so using my email in the description box below. Okay. If you want to join my memberships, you can do that. I'm using the link in the description box below right above the timestamps. But I do hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous scriptures. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be about what don't you see coming, okay? So if there's something you're wanting, something you're feeling that's coming, but you have no idea what it is, I think that has been me the whole of the last 2 months of 2025. I'm like, something's coming. I don't know what it is. Like, this year is going to be life-changing. Like, it's going to be so good. I just don't know how or when or where or why. And that's what's also making it more exciting. I love surprises. But you could love surprises as well, and you're waiting for your surprises like diligently, patiently, and you're just like, well, what's coming for you? I want to know what's coming. Let's get into it, okay? What I just said could have resonated for you as well. You know something's coming, you feel it in your bones, but you want to know what it is, right? This reading will not tell you exactly when, the exact hour, and the exact minute, but it'll kind of give you a little bit of a heads up, okay? Please, Spirit, give me the energy of my group 2. I don't know if this is going to resonate for anybody, but I heard before the reading when I was getting into your energy and getting ready to press play that somebody has to do an uncrossing. So that could also be significant. I know I have to. I'm thinking about buying some oils from Moonlight and Sage, her shop on TikTok shop. And it came up for me randomly. And I'm like, ooh, when things like that happen, I take notice. I take heed. And I'm like, add to cart. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. because maybe some of you need to do some uncrossing things, or like maybe things are like delaying or delayed because it's taking harder for your spirit team to get it to you because there's forces working against you. Now, whatever is for you will not miss you, but it can be delayed, right? Is what I'm hearing. So that could be something coming through for you. Maybe some of you have to do some uncrossing. If you don't want to buy from Moonlight and Sage, there are plenty of other spiritual people that can do that for you. You can buy oils from them. People you trust, maybe your local neighborhood if you have Botanica or something like that. But I am hearing that. Or maybe just looking up uncrossing spells and doing it yourself. But maybe someone here has to do uncrossing because your things are delayed a little bit because of what people are working against you. And it could be someone who's actually using like magic and stuff like that. Okay, so dark magic. There you go. So that was a message for somebody. So please, Spirit, tap into the energy of my group 2s and what don't they see coming. We have the Page of Cups. The card's already coming out blocked, but I'm not taking no reversals. Let it all come out. Let it all work out. I think that's how the song goes. Let it all work out. Some of you could be coming from group 1, but it's kind of like let it all hang out. Is what I just heard. Let it all out. Okay, I'm hearing I want to scream and shout and let it all out and scream and shout and let it out. That could be something coming through. Like there's something that needs to just be released from you. Your energy, your biological ancestral line. Like there's something like that. Like some deep, like, spiritual work coming through here. And if you don't know anything about that, there are people who you can look or reach out to, that know more about that. I'm not one of those people. I'm still learning. Okay. Here we have 9 of Pentacles, also in reverse. We're unblocking this energy. So we have new opportunities, conversations, love, compliments that want to come through. We have abundance and we have gifts that want to come through for you. And that's what's coming. But like I said, it's coming through blocked. Look at that. Look at God. I tell you, the messages be coming through without the cards sometimes. But there are things that want to come your way. And your intuition could be like a little blocked as well. And look, we have the 8 of Pentacles also in reverse. We're not doing that. Sorry, whoever's trying to block y'all. Not on my watch. And 6 of Cups in reverse. This is interesting. I don't like this. And we have the 2 of Cups upright. Thank you. Finally, something acting right up in this mug. Okay. I'm blocking all these energies all 2026 long. So Page of Cups, yeah, like I said, someone wants to come in and give you and compliment you or give you something or take care of you or give things to you because they see you in this energy of like thriving. You don't really need anybody else. You're like in this era of singleness where you're happy, you're 30, you're flirty and thriving. You're in a bachelor or bachelorette phase of your life right now. That's what I call my 9 of Pentacles card. The 30, flirty, and thriving card, where you kind of have all your ducks in a row. You have all your affairs in order. Life is going quite well. You have the job, you have the house, you have the clothes, you have the wardrobe, like you have the body you want. And all that could be missing is like the connection. That's what I'm getting whenever I think of that. Because first of all, in the movie 13 going on 30, Jenna Rink literally like shoots to 30. Maybe some of you are going to be turning 30 soon, and that's why this is significant. That could be, you know what? This making a lot of sense. You could have everything else in your life, but the one thing that never seems to go right is love. And that's where the uncrossing is coming. There could have been a curse placed on your line that you can't fall in love, or love is going to be hard for you, right? I'm hearing the practical magic curse where it was the person on their line herself. It was the great grandmother who, because her love never came back for her on that island, she cursed the rest of her line. It's not funny, I promise, but she cursed the rest of her daughters, the people who are passed down from her. I can't get the name right now. I'm not going to stick too long on it, okay? It's not her predecessors. That it would be the opposite of that. But the people who came after her and her family, she said they can't fall in love. And if they do, their person would, kick the bucket. And they spent most of the movie like breaking that curse. And it took some help. It took the help of a coven. It took the help of all the women in the town coming together and helping Jillian break that nasty curse that man had on her. I'm telling you, a man in your past could have cursed you as well. It could have been a man in your past. It could have been someone who was like a part of your family in the past. Something like that is coming through real strong. But like I was saying, back to Jenna Rink, okay? In 13 going on 30, she fast forwarded her life into her 30s, and her career was going well. She had all these friends, supposedly. She thought her life was happy and great, but it wasn't until she really took a deep dive into her world that she realized everything wasn't as it seems. And she started working to fix the relationships that had gone wrong in her life, and it ended up with her fixing her connection with Maddie, which was her childhood best friend, the guy, and breaking up his wedding, child. Anywho, everything in her life was going great. She had the job, she had the house, she had the boyfriend, hockey hookup dude. But all she was missing was love in that life. And that's when she went after Maddie and got that man back, okay? So it's kind of giving me everything in your life is great, but the only thing that keeps lacking is love. And it could be because when you do uncrossing, because your love life is blocked in some kind of way because of something that somebody put on you is what I'm getting here, okay? This just got a little woo-woo, but when those messages come through, I gotta take them because they don't come through all the time. So yeah, someone is hexing you, stopping you from falling in love. It could be a family member who experienced so much heartbreak and love in her time period that she was no one ever again is gonna find love if they're a daughter of mine, right? And now you can't find no love. Or it was a past partner who doesn't want you to have love because they can't have you. Child, there's people out here that do things like that, in case you were wondering or you don't know. I swear, even if you don't practice those things, you don't believe in it, there are people who do, and who do believe in it, who do believe in it, who do. That's the thing right there. That's what it is. Somebody put some hoodoo on y'all, and y'all need to go and get some uncrossings. Child, look, that's how true it is. I hit the camera even though I was nowhere near it. Child, that's what it's giving. I'm there are people out there who do. And I'm wait, I'm hearing hoodoo. You see how the messages come in? Yeah. Child, it could be someone in your family too. I mean, I think I said it already, but someone you know in this lifetime, not someone from past lifetimes, right? That's what I meant by that. But yeah, you may not believe in all that, but people who do that, they believe in it. And all the people who do it believe in it. And once you believe in something strongly enough, it becomes reality. That's manifestation right there. So someone's out there saying, nah, group 2 can't fall in love. Group 2 can't do that. Group 2 can't do this. And because they're saying it and believing in it and jumping around the candle, right? It's not working out for you that well because you're not counteracting. You're not uncrossing yourself. So do that. That's what's coming through. Because we have you working hard, okay? We have you in this beautiful phase in your life where everything just seems to be so everything just connected well. There's an intricacy in your life. You get up every day, you have the same routine, you plant the same seeds, and your garden is so abundant. And all that you're missing is someone to share that life with. And you want it. You get up every day, you work hard, so you could be someone who has kids, right? And this could be an ex-baby mom, baby dad coming through as well. You know what? I feel like I have an acquaintance in my life who is dealing with something like this. And I think I brought it up in another reading and then got sidetracked, right? But basically, one of my friends is dating a guy who his life just keeps going horribly wrong no matter what he does. And he seems to be the nicest guy around. You know what I mean? He seems to be an okay dude, but all these bad things just happen to him. And I'm girl, he needs to do an uncrossing. He needs to go see somebody. Because she keeps telling me, girl, give him a tarot reading. I'm I don't need to give him a tarot reading to know there's something strong and wicked and black going on there. You need to fix it. You need to ask him to go see somebody. And he needs to do it uncrossing. I was telling her, let him do it himself, try it off. Because sometimes you got to pay people to do that kind of stuff, And if you don't have the feelings, you butt it out. So I'm girl, get him a black candle. You need to get some oil, buy some uncrossing oil from 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒𝐿 and sage, child. Put it in there. You got to chant. You got to do whatever you need to do to get that energy off of that man. And she don't want to tell him. I'm girl, I ain't got nothing to tell you. A tarot reading is not going to tell you Nathan. It's not going to tell you Nathan. You need to do something. You need to take action. No. And she don't listen. But this is giving me him. She said when he was younger, everything was fine. Then he went and ended up with this girl, right? And they had 2 kids together, right? And then after they broke up, that man's life has gone down the isher. And I'm yeah, there's something that's not right there. I smell foul play. and she don't want to listen to me. I'm like, I can't force you to do anything. And if y'all don't believe in that, like y'all believe in a tarot reading, but y'all don't believe in black magic, I'm telling you, sis, there's something nefarious going on here. You don't want to believe me. It's fine. Or you do believe me, but you're not taking it seriously. And I'm like, tell that man to go get something done. Okay? There's only so much that I can do. I can't do much. I don't do those ritual kind of stuff. Maybe one day, but I've never felt the need to do that kind of stuff for anybody, you know? But there are people who do those things for people. And I'm like, go find one of them, because it ain't me now. Okay? Anywho, that's what's coming through here. Anyway, so you're a nice person. Your life is all together. You work hard, right? You're a loving person, right? And there are people who want to give you love, but it just never seems to last. This is so ghetto. But anyway, let's get into what you don't see coming. Love, because this is the only card that came up upright. There's dating coming through here. But like I said, the uncrossing needs to happen first. I feel like in order for this to thrive, there's someone in your energy who wants something with you. But like I said, it's gonna happen sooner or later, because what is meant for you is not gonna stop you. But if you want it to come a little bit faster, look into that uncrossing, sis or sir. Who or person, this could be someone from your past who wants to come back in. Maybe the reason why you guys aren't together, if this is a past connection, is because there has been some magic involved or divine intervention involved, you know? Someone need a personal reading. That's all I know. Because Six of Cups is past energy. It's nostalgia, right? It's children wounds. It's like past lives and all that stuff, okay? And all that keeps coming through and what I was getting earlier. It's like everything is perfect except for the love aspect of it. You know what I mean? And like this came out in reverse, and so did this, and so did this, and so did this. Someone is seeing you in this Nine of Pentacles energy. They want more of that. They are working hard to make things work for you, but no matter what they do, it may not seem to be clicking. And you're like, what's up? And it's because, like I said, it's coming, but it's taking a little bit more time because someone out here hating from the club. And we have the Five of Wands. This is the freaking competition card. This is the op card if there ever was one. Yeah, you have some ops. And the Page of Cup is like a very spiritual card as well. Someone who is also very spiritually in tune or inclined. And that could be you coming through, but you're not really seeing what you need to do, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, you know, like life isn't going well, you're not getting what you want, but you don't know the why behind it. And it's time for you to get to the why. Maybe you're completely oblivious. You know, maybe this is something you really need to know. That's why Spirit was like, you need to tell them. Because I wasn't going to say anything at first. I'm like, that sounds too crazy. But they said, say it. And I'm not nothing if not obedient sometimes. And I said it. So some of y'all need to know this, because like your intuition's turned off when it comes to this. And maybe some of you don't really care about love, but some of you do, I'm getting. And that's the one thing missing from your life, and that's why it's not coming in. Because someone who's a dang hater, an op, with the Five of Wands here, it's like, nah, you ain't gonna be happy. You ain't gonna find love. So be careful. Burn some black candles. Really set those intentions. Make up your own spell. Find some on Pinterest. We have the Empress in reverse. You see how all the cards come out in reverse? But then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through here. There's a change coming. And I think you are going to be a part of that change, but also Spirit is working in the, you know, behind the scenes. They're working in the cut. There's something around fate and love that's coming into your life where you don't see coming, though. What you probably don't see coming is you have the Nine of Cups. Love that. That's freaking beautiful. What you probably don't see, what you don't see, period, is the spiritual warfare that's going into you getting this love. That's what you don't see coming, how hard the spirit team is working for you. And maybe you need that extra boost to help them, you know, push that evil away for real. And if this is sounding a little too crazy for you, I understand. But some of y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about. This is gonna resonate for somebody out there, right? You're not seeing how much stuff you're supposed to have. You have this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, life is good, but it's come out in reverse first and foremost. So this could also be you wanting this comfort, you wanting this money, you wanting this love. You know, from childhood, right? This is something you've wanted for a long time. The husband, the kids, the house. And you haven't been able to get it because there's some things working in the background. It's like I'm hearing things beyond your understanding, but it's also your job to understand, if that makes any kind of sense. Like I said, you're this Page of Cups energy where you feel so deeply. You're so tapped in and tuned in and touched. Ooh, you're touched. That's crazy. I didn't mean to say that, but it came out. You're touched. You have the power to, you know, rewind this, to reverse it. Return to sender could be something you're getting into as well. But on crossing, let's start there. Okay. There's something you need to learn more about. And then we have Temperance in reverse. Like I said, I'm turning all these mofos up. Right. Not on my watch. Okay. So yeah, there's like a childhood dream that's coming to life. And like I said, it could have been this family, this marriage, this, happily ever after energy that you want that has been like out of your reach for so long, and it's like frustrating you to no end. And maybe you had no idea, like I said, what it was that's been holding you back. You're just thinking, you could have been thinking you're cursed, but you didn't think it was like literal. I'm getting it might be literal for some of you. It's at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Artist in reverse. This is energy of creation, like creating the life that you want, and it's in reverse. So there's something that is blocking you from creating this life that you want for yourself. Because here we have like the daydream, and then we have the dream, the daydream and the dream. So this is your sleeping world, and this is your waking world. This is him literally creating and painting this life that he wants. You can paint all you want, but if there's forces at hand, it's going to delay your blessings, I feel like. Okay, a little. Not too much. Like I said, spirit is doing some spiritual warfare in the spirit world for you, but you may need to help. You know what I mean? So deepening of your intuition, what's coming your way is like more spiritual knowledge. This is you getting to the bottom of whatever this is. And that's like something you didn't see coming, or not. Yeah, you didn't see it coming. Because it's kind of like, what do you mean uncrossing and all this kind of stuff? That's what you need to do. Because you want this Two of Cups here. And it's coming, Spirit said, which is why this is the only card that came out upright. This card, Five of Wands, you're fighting for this love, but people are also fighting for you not to get this love. I don't know what's up with people. Like, I don't like that. Because why would you do it? Like, are you that miserable? People really are. I don't even know why I'm asking. I know people are this miserable. It could be people in your life, from your childhood friends, things like that. But I'm mostly getting like people from like, I'm getting Practical Magic. If you've never seen the movie, please go watch it. Because that curse, that thing could definitely be a big vibe going on in this reading. And it took a lot of sisterhood, covens, it took a lot of energy for them to break that curse off Jillian now. And in them breaking that curse off Jillian, they broke the curse off what their ancestor had placed upon them. Very interesting reading. I wasn't expecting this. But if you do this uncrossing, these things will come in faster. They're destined for you. Like I said, things are meant for you will not miss you, but they will come in really more faster or much faster. Proper English, please. Thank you. They'll come in much faster if you were to, aid and help spur it out a little bit. So we have mastery over something that you're kind of putting the time into. Excuse me, I just heard mastery over your fate. That's powerful right there. Dang. Mastery over your fate. Whew. Wheel of Fortune came out upright as well. So things are changing. Luck is going to be turning in your favor. And maybe it's because you saw this reading and realized something was happening and behind the scenes. And you're gonna put, I'm here, you're gonna put belt to ass. That's hilarious. Please. You're gonna put the pedal to the metal into the bottom of what this is, right? And like I said, people can do readings about these topics for you. You have to seek them out. Okay? I don't know enough about this stuff to help y'all. So I'm telling y'all, I know when I'm out of my depth. Okay, come back and let me know if you get help from somebody, okay? But that's kind of what I'm getting here for you guys. Five of Wands is definitely people fighting against you, but you fighting and making your way to the top. That's competition right there. This could also be people in this is like a very spiritual reading. So maybe some of you are very deeply spiritual and there's like fighting or more protection you need to keep up or upkeep, right? There needs to be more protection around you. And that's something you don't see coming, realizing that. The Empress is you getting something without having to fight for. I love how we have Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. These two energies are very significant. They're very similar as well. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who has done all the work already, and now she's just watching all her fruits, all her blessings bloom and blossom around her. She's finally going to be able to eat the things she had planted and made and cooked in the kitchen. Now she's eating it. She's being served. Ooh, yeah. You're being served. And the Empress is someone who is served as well. She's not someone who, does the serving. Like, she has people to do these things for her. It's basically what's coming through here, right? So magnetism is coming your way as well. You, magically drawing these things towards you. I meant to say naturally, but magically works as well. You naturally drawing these things towards you. Mastery over your fate, over the realm is what I just heard as well. And funnily enough, when I'm looking at this card here, if I were to take this Emperor out of it, these looks like two halves of a heart, does it not? And there's something standing in the way of that heart being whole. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune here, we have Taurus, we have Scorpio, we have Leo, and we have Aquarius. Like I said, if we block him out, it looks like if you were to just remove him, it would be a whole heart. It would be a whole heart like that. And something's blocking that. Nine of Cups, a wish coming true. And Temperance is like there needs to be some testing out the waters, or there needs to be some experimentation is what I'm getting. Like trying different things, you know? I'm hearing tapping into your power. Yeah, maybe something you need to do, try to start doing spell work. That could be what you don't see coming. That would be something that is really cool, actually. Like, you never thought you would be this kind of person doing spells and breaking curses. Maybe you're the kind of person that people will be able to come to in the future to break stuff like this because you started learning because of a little nugget you got from a reading, you know? And how powerful is that? This reading found you exactly at the right time when you needed it to kind of launch this new career for you. The Eight of Pentacles is you having something to study, something you want to master, something that you haven't mastered quite yet. Because after this, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and you see how that wants to come out in reverse? So you're so close. You have all the tools you need in your tool basket, the Magician energy coming through. It just needs a little shaping, is what I just heard. It just needs a little shaping with the Temperance card coming through. Like trying this, trying that, trying a little bit of everything, right? So maybe you having the courage to try a bunch of new things could also be coming through as well. Or just dating in general, because the Temperance, why am I trying to talk so fast? Can I slow down? I'm annoying myself because, like, please, this getting tongue-tied is annoying me. Thank you. Two of Cups is love, dating, relationships. That being clarified by the Temperance card is saying you're going to be dating and trying on a bunch of different people. I love that, this period. You're trying on a bunch of different people to find the person that works for you. Okay. I just heard fighting for your birthright. And at the bottom of the deck, we have divine timing. Not yet. Trust the process and alignment. And then I freaking cut the deck and we have that same card. And we have karmic cycle, repetition, soul lesson, and closure. So something you've been meaning to learn could also be coming to an end. That's what you don't see coming. This karmic cycle for you is ending. Maybe you don't have to do any kind of work. Maybe you've already done this work and I've been talking too much about it. You're kind of like, shut up and move on. Okay? Heard you. Oh boy, maybe you've done this on crossing. Maybe you've done the work and put in the work and they're saying all of these energies are now like being put to rights. You know what I mean? The karmic cycle is coming to a close because of the hard work you've been putting in. I love that, actually. And there is still something here about a past wish coming true. Something little you wanted. It could be something you recently remembered you wanted, you're getting. Temperance, like I said, is also like experimentation, because Temperance, I love to, what helps me remember different meanings of Temperance is remembering that it's associated with Sagittarius and Sagittarius, because I always think Temperance is so freaking boring, like, yuck, you're just throwing things back and forth, but it's connected to Sag for a reason, and Sagittarius are anything but boring, you know? They are the masters of exploration and trying different things and finding what works for them, and that's how I like to interpret the Temperance card. Okay, so she's not boringly in the kitchen cooking something. She's experimenting, mad scientist type stuff, right? Experimenting with new potions, new ingredients. Like, that's gonna be you trying to figure out how to uncross yourself, or, you know, make your wishes come true, or make it come 10 times faster, because there are certain things that are like already destined for you, but there are certain things you can also use, oils, you know, candles, cologne, stuff like that make it come extra quick, stones, you know what I mean, gemstones, stuff like that. And you could be getting into that, like you're trying out different things to help this love come in faster. Okay, here we have autumn, expect changes. We have an I'm sorry, guilt, remorse, and regret. We have a masculine energy. We have working on it, planning, so you're gonna be working on something. We have I miss you, longing, distance, and regret coming through twice. And we have frozen, out in the cold. Some of y'all could be from group 1. I did tell them they could, or they not should, but they could watch more than one reading. They could have multiple things that they don't expect coming in, because they got frozen out in the cold, and I miss you as well. So like I said, a past energy that was coming through right at the beginning, but I think I have to say all the other stuff. Hopefully y'all still watching. Let me know in the comments. Put a broken heart if you're still watching this far. And then we have masculine energy. So someone was put out in the cold. And like I said, it could have been because there was like a spell surrounding you, or there's like a lesson that was meant to play out. And now the lesson's coming to an end. They're going to be able to come back in. Okay. But fighting for something, putting your all into something, especially what you don't see coming. Empress is you like naturally attracting this towards you. Fate is playing a hand. 9 of Cups, a wish is coming true. Okay? So please, Spirit, what don't they see coming? We have spring, new beginning. So we have autumn and we have spring. Some significant changes could have been happening in autumn. We have a career shift. That's very interesting. Work, change, and calling. So finding a new calling. And that's what I was saying. In this experiment you've been doing, you've been finding a new calling. Or the experiment you will be doing, you will be finding a new calling. Maybe you're going to be realizing that you're someone who can be the next, like, moonlight and sage and make your own little poultices and things like that. But it takes learning about it. Experimenting, okay? Here we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's that Page of Wands coming in. That could be placements important to you or this person coming back in. And then we have romantic gesture. How stinking cute. Coming out over the 9 of Cups. So this is something you've been waiting for a long time. I do believe this person or this connection that's coming in, you guys were separated because there was an overall lesson that needed to be learned that wouldn't have been learned if you guys stayed together, is what I just heard, right? Interesting. I like that a lot, actually. Here we have let it go, release, don't look back. And then we have new love and reconciliation. Like, don't piss me off. Yeah. So you're gonna be working on things with someone. Why can't I talk? Someone's gonna be coming and saying, I'm sorry I miss you. I want to work it out. It's gonna be a romantic gesture, and the may just end up giving you everything you ever wanted. I'm hearing, I had a dream. I had everything I wanted. Okay, let's get some more cards really quickly. What's the name of that song? As long as I can, no one can hurt me. The song's not coming through. Hopefully you know the song. It's a Billie Eilish song. Okay, please, Spirit, what they don't see coming. We have separation. Look at that. It says a relationship or phase of life is coming to an end. Though painful, this separation opens the door to new beginnings. That is that fate card coming in. I'm not getting a breakup, though. I'm getting more so a phase of your life is coming to an end. Or the separation is coming to an end between you and someone. Okay. Please, Spirit, what did they not see coming? An apology. A lover. Someone saying they miss you. Someone that could have been frozen out in the cold. Winter is important. Winter into spring is important as well. But first we have fall, right? Big changes happening during fall that led into winter. Someone who felt iced out. So sorry. I'm getting an energy of someone who's like working on themselves. And in working on themselves, they could have gone through a spiritual awakening. And realized that they didn't want to be out in the cold anymore. Especially if they left and they walked away. They realized they don't want to do that anymore. They don't want to be that kind of person. I'm hearing, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why. Unfaithful by Rihanna coming through. Every time I walk out the door. And we have competition, bro. This is the 5 of Wands. It says healthy competition is driving you to improve. That's what I was saying. They had to improve. And that's why they feel the, I guess, need to come back in. But it says it provides motivation and leads to personal growth through interactions with others. So healthy competition. Maybe this person felt you energetically getting better and they have to do the same thing. It's kind of giving me how I would always watch like keynote tarot videos. I love her if I didn't know. And every time I'll be watching about a specific person, she would be like, if you guys are mirroring each other, your twin flames, the more you heal, the more they heal. So maybe you're meant to spend some time apart for you to heal a little bit, and in you healing, you are kind of like jump starting their healing as well. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. You were healing and they've been healing as well, because they want to keep up with you. So they, this sounds ridiculous, but if you're here, it doesn't sound ridiculous. It won't, because they wanted to be able to keep up with you. So you were in the cut, getting successful and working on yourself and becoming powerful and working on your intuition. And this person was like, oh, you think you're going to be better than me? Not on my watch. So you getting better kind of like helped them get better as well, because they wanted to keep up with you, if that makes sense. Like she would say that a lot of the time, like you guys are burning each other. So in this energy you're in right now, it's not going to work. But if you guys were to get better, heal yourself, be better people, you know, become a healthier version of yourself, more spiritually inclined, they'll do the same. And then maybe who you guys will be at that point could be someone who will come together and make things work. I'm getting that kind of vibe here. Okay. It will not resonate for everyone, just take what resonates for you. Not everyone wants somebody from the past. Okay. It says new love and reconciliation. So you're getting one and the other, or the other. A romantic gesture. Like I said, love was a big thing coming through in this reading. That being blocked for a long time. Maybe because you were meant to learn more about yourself. Like I said, uncrossings. Maybe things needed to get uncrossed before you guys could come back together. And that's something that did happen if you were already doing stuff like that, right? What do they see coming? Adventure, the adventure of a lifetime. You are ready to embrace a new adventure, stepping out of your comfort zone to explore the unknown with courage and excitement. I love that, actually. And when it's nice and spring outside, that's good traveling weather, I tell you. Okay, please spirit one more card for the collective. Passion. Okay. Passion's igniting your relationship. Attraction, excitement, fuel the connection, bringing vitality and energy. So yeah, it's waking back up. Whatever this connection was for you, it could have been sleeping, it could have been dormant, and now it's waking back up. Because you guys were able to let it go and release, and so it's coming back. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I'm hearing that song, I've Been Gone for Too Long. Think it's time I'm bringing it back. I have this other deck here I didn't pull for group one, but we'll see what comes through for you guys, okay? I feel called to pull like a card or two for you guys. Okay, so for my group twos, please spirit, what else can you tell us? Can you give us one final message before we go about our day? Okay, what don't they see coming? We have a wishing well, a wish coming true. We already had that 9 of Cups, nothing new. We have this book here. So this is like learning more about someone, going really deep, learning more about yourself as well. Someone being able to read like a book is what I just heard as well. So yeah, increased intuition between you and whoever this person is. Whether you know them or you've been with them before, you guys have both been on this journey of growth and learning. Oh, look, we have this man coming through and his like Mars energy. Look at that, determined. This person could be 28. The age 28, 41, 26 could be important. Here we have the storm clears is what I'm getting with this card. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Okay, 6 is also the number of the lovers, right? Oh, we have good luck, the 4-leaf clover. So yeah, things are not turning out in your favor. If the Wheel of Fortune wasn't enough, these cards are just, you know, repeating what already came out. We have the anchor, stability coming through. And one last card fell out. We have the ship. So it's like new adventures coming through again, you know. It's like, I don't know, seeing things from a different perspective as well as what's coming through here. 3 is also Empress energy, which came out here for you guys. So you're in the energy of getting everything you ever wanted. Okay? That song, I had a dream, I got everything I wanted, right? It's like exploring new horizons, right? Okay. I'm saying right too much. At the bottom, we have this like solitarium kind of energy coming through, which is you finally seeing everything. When you're in space, you see everything, okay? And also, you do see everything when you're on this ship as well. So you're getting like a bird's eye view of something and understand all situations. You could get an explanation as well as to why things maybe took so long. And that's kind of what I was getting. Maybe you like have already done that work, right? And like I said, everything's going to start making sense to you. Why it took this long, what happened in that time apart, why it didn't work back then, why it took so long for this love to come in, you know? Really deep, beautiful stuff coming through here, but that's what I have for you guys. If this resonated at all, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, hype the video. If you were ever interested in booking a personal reading, you guys could do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join memberships on the channel, you can do that as well using the link right above the timestamps in the description box below. But I do hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be about what don't you see coming. It took me a second to remember. I did 2 readings back to back. Just give me some time. Give me a second, okay? That could be something you're not seeing coming and you're getting a rest, a break, a reprieve, right? But anyway, we're going to be using tarot and oracle cards to get into what don't you see coming. Let's get into it. So please, Spirit, what don't my group threes see coming? We have the 4 of Swords. Look at that reprieve. Hallelujah. Let me stop. Literally. You're getting rest. I'm hearing some time to yourself. We have the Well coming through. I'm going to put all these cards back. I don't want all of those. What don't they see coming? I had a dream. You have the Fool. I got everything I wanted. It wants to come out reverse though. Let's see. This one is the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you're done trying. Like, I'm hearing you're done doing all these new things. You're done being like, spontaneous is what I was looking for. I was hearing outrageous and courageous. No, you're done being spontaneous. You want some rest. You want people to leave you alone. You're done socializing, right? So getting some much needed alone time, going on a retreat somewhere could definitely be a vibe coming through for you guys. Getting some silence, because it's like this person's sitting under the tree and he just wants to have his eyes closed and mind his business. And we have this cup like flying in, bothering him. The cup being an invitation, the cup being some love, the cup being a text, an invitation. What the heck was that sound? Don't piss me off. And he's kind of like, nope, I'm closing my eyes to the BS. I don't want to talk to anyone. Leave me alone. Okay? The Fool is kind of like, I'm done doing new things. I just want to sit down for a little bit. I want like rest. Maybe you're someone who travels quite a lot, or you are always going somewhere new for work or experiencing new people. You're always surrounded by a lot of chaotic energies, and right now you just want to sleep. Okay? So what you don't see coming is a vacation, or maybe you work too much and see people a lot. And you work in a field where you're always socializing, talking, dealing with people and energies, and you're kind of like, I need a break. And you're getting that break. You're getting that break. If you have the Queen of Cups, yeah, that's self-love, pouring back into yourself. Quiet, rest, peace, a cup of tea. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the Queen of Cups in the Cozy Witch Tarot. I'm sure you've seen her many times. She's a lady who's sitting on her front porch, with a cup of tea, watching the ocean. And she's by herself. Okay? So a vacation by the sea. A cruise is what I just heard for some of you. By the beach. I'm a battery dead or dying. That could be, oh my gosh, yo. Literally. Not your battery dead or dying. Your battery's dead and dying. You're ready to go. You're ready to go on a trip. You're ready to run. I'm hearing some songs coming through. I'm hearing Ready to Run by One Direction. This time I'm ready to run, escape from the city and follow the sun. Cause I wanna be yours, cause I wanna be mine. I don't wanna get lost in the dark of the night. This time I'm ready to run. Okay? You're ready to escape. Escape from the city and follow the sun. Beautiful. And I was hearing another song, Ready to Run. I can't remember the name of the person who sings it. Ready to Run. Ready to Run. That raspy rock guy. What's his name? Crap. And the song is playing too. Maybe it'll come through a little bit later. Like, he has like a very raspy, gruff voice. And the name of the song is Ready to Run. He was very popular in, like, I believe the 70s and 80s. Ready to Run. No, that's One Direction again. What's his name? There was recently a movie made about him. Is it Jesse something? No. Oh, that is so rude. Maybe the name of his song is Ready to Run? Yeah, he's like, I'm ready to run. graspy, growly voice. That was a horrible impression. But it's like a pretty famous rock song. I believe it's like a rocker, you know? How rude. Is it James? No. Jack? No. Oh, how rude. And then we have justice. You're getting some peace. You're getting things that are righted. This is kind of giving me someone who's like in court. Please. Not me mixing stuck and dealing. Maybe you have been in court, stuck dealing with a court case for the longest time, and it's kind of like a big case, kind of like the O.J. Simpson case was, or things like that, you know? Like you were dragged through the mud, and you're kind of like, you need a break from work, you need a break from everyone. So what you don't see coming is a nice relaxing vacation where you can get up, drink your tea, you don't got to talk to nobody. Here we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you don't want to be around people. You kind of want to be in your own little world, trapped up. Away from everybody else. I think his name is Jesse. And he's like I don't know if he's English or something, but he had like a really famous rock song in the 80s or 70s or whatever. Could be 60s too. And it's like, I think it's called Ready to Run. And I just keep hearing his growly, raspy voice in my ear. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments if I don't remember it by the end of the reading. Okay? What don't they see coming? But like I said, this Eight of Swords is you wanting to run away from everyone and trap yourself in your own little world. Okay, what don't they see coming, please, Spirit? I'm hearing a respite. Cards of these. Hermit. Yep, you want to be in a hermit mode. You don't want to be the fool anymore. You don't want to be friendly. You don't want to be around people. You don't want to be taking risks. You kind of want to be in a safe, like, this doesn't have to be like a vacation per se, but this could be you done with all the excitement of life. You just want to finally hit like a plateau where things aren't like constantly rising. You like things like, you know, steady, okay? Maybe stable financially, things like that. And like I said, it is coming because we have the Justice card there. So it's like things have been like too chaotic, too unpredictable. I just need life to be like even keel for just a little bit, you know? I don't want surprises. I don't want unwelcome guests. I don't want people reaching out and bothering me, asking me for help. I just want to be left alone, right? Here we have the Well. This is more so tapping into yourself, you know? You don't want to be tapping into everyone else. You want to be tapping more into yourself and your energy. Ooh, that's beautiful, actually. Here we have the Nine of Wands, clarifying the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there could have been a lot of you having a fight. And you just want a break from everything. You want some time to just be with yourself and see who you are and maybe get to know yourself again. I'm so annoyed I can't remember that song. It's going to bother me. We have the King of Pentacles. Maybe you don't want to work. You know, you have been busy with work. You have been busy with work. And this is like the most simple reading I've had all day, and I appreciate y'all. You just want simple. You just want easy. It's kind of reminding me how British, if you guys watch it, the show basically is about like 7 siblings to a mother basically has 7 kids, and she's like raising them into society and trying to help them find loving partners because her like husband died like a little bit back, like he died for a minute now, and she's just been raising the kids by herself, and now they live in like that's crazy. They live in like old society Britain, like back in the days, right? Where it's like there's court and there's a ton and there's like society, and the kids have to be presented to society and married and all that kind of stuff. So she's like navigating that kind of life, and each season represents a different story for each sibling. You guys are giving me Francesca. She just wants to be left alone. She doesn't want the primp and the pomp and the circumstance. She just wants quiet. And that is one thing that was very big for her season 3 of the show, and what her family didn't understand, because she grew up in like a very chaotic family. I think she's one of the middle kids, and you know how sometimes middle kids kind of get lost in the sauce. So I'm sure her mother, you know, didn't neglect her, but growing up in a household of like 7 siblings, there's like a lot of chaos, a lot of noise, and all she wanted from a partner was peace and quiet. And that is what she got in, like, what's his name, like John Sterling or something. And when they were just like, because back in those days, a guy would have to come and call for a woman. So he came to her house one time and they would just sit there. And I remember the first time they met, she was running away from a party in society and he came outside and like walked up to her. And she was like, I just came to get away from the noise. And he's like, me too. And they stood there for a good like few minutes not talking. And that's the first interest she had in him, because her life is so noisy at home with all those siblings. Like she's always having to go to parties and find a husband and talk. And all she wants to do is be at home, playing her piano, playing her music, minding her business. And her family doesn't understand how she could be with someone who's like so quiet and like maybe kind of boring in their eyes. But that's all she wants after growing up in a house where it was only chaos for like her formative years. And she's like, I just want peace and quiet. She wants to move away to his because the guy she's with has like a what you call it, a castle in Scotland where it's quiet. You don't really see anybody. There's no society there. It's just you and your next neighbor is like 1,500 miles away. And she's like, well, you know, I like that. That's what I want for my life. And that's kind of what you're giving me. Instead of wanting the chaos and the noise of the city life, you want that rural life, okay? And that's what I'm getting here. You just want a vacation away from all the noise and, you know, uncertainty and working and making money and hustling kind of energy, okay? At the bottom, like we have the lovers. Maybe you want a vacation with your lover. Maybe you're done like dating around and having to constantly find someone new and date them just to be disappointed, and then having to pour back into yourself and heal. And then when you're ready to date again, you're meeting all these people who are just like, it's giving you've been fighting for too long. All my life I had to fight. You're done fighting for love, for money, for power, for peace. You're done. Okay, this is so powerful. I'm just like, I'm fed up. You just want a quiet life. You want a quiet love. You don't want too much noise. You don't want too much, like I said, pomp and circumstance. You just want to be at peace. Okay, maybe you just want to be single for a little bit. Maybe you've been in so many connections, you just want singledom, because when you're in a connection or dating, at the very least, it's so ghetto out here in these streets. I'm so fed up. So I'm with y'all. Like, I just want to be left alone. The peace. I was just saying this on TikTok the other day where I'm like, anybody else start talking to a new guy and you just get annoyed so fast because he's just texting you. Like, just him texting you guys talking about things you've talked about thousands of times with people before. I'm just sick of it. I just want to meet someone. We don't got to talk and we just fall in love and move in. And like, I just want someone to know me already. I'm sick and tired of this dating mess. Because they be asking the same tired questions. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times have I answered this question? Like, oh, I'm so annoyed. And I just don't want to respond. I prefer my peace. I prefer not talking to anyone at all. And just being single and unbothered and left to flip alone. And I'm like, does anyone else think you miss dating men until you actually start dating them? And I'm like, that was me. Because he was attentive and asking questions. And I'm like, I'm trying to read my book. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to read my book. And he's like texting me back to back. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to bow out. Because I don't want to talk to you right now. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want like someone who already knows me, who I've already asked all the questions, who already talked and chatted. And we can just meet occasionally, see each other a few times a week, you know, talk, hang out. And then I go back to my life on my own. Until I find someone I kind of want to be with all the time and I wouldn't mind talking to them. At this point in my life, I'm good being single. Because I don't like talking to people and answering the same question just for it to fizz out a few days later. And like, it's over and over and over again. I'm sick and tired of having to get up, go to work, see the same people do the same stuff, be tired, burnt out, overworked, underpaid. When you come home, there's no peace. Everyone's around, kids asking for stuff, a husband asking where his drawers at. Where's the peace and quiet? I need a vacation from this vacation. It's the energy coming through. You just want to be by yourself. And that's what you're manifesting, okay? Or just by yourself with your lovers. If you're someone like has kids and the kids won't shut up, won't leave you alone. They always ask where their underwear is. You know what I mean? You just don't want to be caught up in this, you know, community and everyone is around. You just want you and your person, or you just want yourself, okay? Your reading was pretty straightforward. Anything else coming through, please, Spirit? Maybe you've been trying to move somewhere like more rural. Maybe you want to be on a farm with just your animals and Mother Nature. And that's what you don't see coming. That's coming for you. Peace. If you've been having legal troubles, things turning out in your favor. You know what I mean? Less work. Maybe if there's like been a settlement at work, maybe you've been in pain because there's an injury that happened at work, or you've been out of work for the longest time and stressed and struggling, figuring out how you're going to pay your rent, and you just want to just wake up every day and not worry about bills and not worry about this. That time is coming. Okay? That time is coming. Beautiful, because we have the karma coming in, justice. Things are being righted. You're sick of fighting. And I'm hearing some cats crying outside the window. Yeah. Y'all be hearing that? I don't know if it's a city thing or where cats be. They be crying. I'm like, shut your behind up. Let me leave them alone because they're outside and they're cold. I understand. They're little. We have 7 of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to have to make any decisions. You don't want to have to decide what the kids are eating, when they're going to go to school, pick them up from their hobbies. Like, y'all need a break. You're giving me that freaking meme on social media where the little girl is like just crying her eyes out, and her brother's like, "Did you have a nap today?" And she's like, "No," and he's like, "Well, you need one." That's what y'all giving me. Maybe some of y'all just need a nap and you don't see that coming, but I am getting vacation vibes. You know, your financial troubles are going to be at ease. You know what I mean? You're winning a settlement, that kind of energy. You're going to be able to kind of go into this vibe of everyone leaving you alone. You're trapping yourself and you're happy that way. People are like, oh my gosh, you haven't been out in forever. Yeah, I'm happy. I don't want to go out socializing, especially if you have a job where you have to always constantly talk to everyone. Your social battery is done by the time you come home, and they are dealing with kids and partners and family. Oh my gosh, please. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and my phone just reminded me that I'm at 10% right now. So your battery is really low. It's like, I'm done. I don't want to talk. I don't want to walk. I just want to rest and sleep and listen to the ocean and drink my tea and eat a few snacks, watch TV, catch up on some books, like something, child. Maybe some of y'all haven't catch up on Bridgerton yet. Look at the stars. Look at that. Solitary by yourself on your own. No one's bothering you. That's coming in. That's what you're getting. That's what you don't see coming. Time on your own. Now, before my phone dies, continue. So far, your reading is going to be the shortest from what I'm, Excuse me. Whisper, what don't my group 3 see coming? 3 of Pentacles is you working with other people. So maybe you getting more people at work. Maybe you're like a one woman or one man show and you have to do everything at work. And you're finally getting some people who could take over for you, you know? It's a one woman show. You're getting some new employees. You're hiring a team to help you with certain things. It's kind of giving me how I'm like, I wish I had somebody to edit my videos and film them. Let me stop. I wish I had like a little assistant or something to do the things that I don't really want to do. Maybe you need your little assistant. You're getting one of those, right? That's something you wanted. We have expect changes coming through here with autumn. We have spring, new beginnings. And we have let it go, release, don't look back. You're ready to not look back. You're ready to go. Like I said, ready to run. That song keeps coming through. I know it's ready to run. I know it's ready to run. And it has to by Jesse something. Like new love, reconciliation could be coming through for some of you as well. That's that love at the bottom of the deck. You just want to be cuddled at home. You want to be loved on by a lover. Here we have moving on, relocation, closure, goodbye. That could be something you're manifesting as well. What is coming is that being able to move on from someone. You could have been dealing with a heartbreak, or you could have been ready. Sorry. You could have been like denying people access to you because you were getting over a heartbreak. And now you're going to be coming out the other side ready to love again. Which is like the new beginnings and expect changes. So right now you're kind of like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm still dealing with this person, getting over this person. That's what you're going to be getting, experiencing. Finally being able to move on from them. You could also be moving homes. You need peace and quiet. You're going to be getting your own house as well. Is what's coming through too. And it's something that the universe has been like working for you. Maybe you weren't able to afford it. You're going to get a job, but you can't afford it. Something like that. Out of the woodwork. Here we have knowing your worth. Ooh, that's beautiful. You're going to be knowing your worth. Be speaking up. I keep clearing my throat for you guys. We have the chaser, attachment and seeking validation. You're probably, I think you're done doing that as well. We have Ice Queen, you're not backing down. Maybe you're someone who's asking for better pay. You're asking for a higher salary because you're sick and tired of, you know, just going by tooth by nail or getting by tooth and nail, and you just want more money to like not have to worry so much about bills. And that will be your gift and what you're not expecting. A new home if you are stuck in a house where everything's loud and people won't leave you alone and the kids keep bothering you and everyone's shook up and you have no privacy. That could be coming through as well. You have Ice Queen, don't back down. There's something you want that you're not backing down from. But you're sick of having to fight for it all the time. It's like, yeah, you're not backing down, but it's not cute here. This is not a cute energy to be in. Here we have passion, desire, fantasy. It depends. Like, you know, if this is someone who's doing you dirty, you have to fight to, you know, get them off your back or leave you alone. This is a divorce could be coming through for some of you. With Libra, justice, legalities, you know, you're going to be getting all you deserve with the divorce. Or you're like, you are trying for a new position with more pay. You're trying to know your worth. You're not backing down when they say no. They're lowballing you. You know, that kind of energy I can accept, right? Here we have make a choice. So there's a choice coming into your life and you have to make a choice. Interesting. Here we have justice. Literally! Legal matters and decisions coming through again. And here we have I want to kiss you. So that's that spending some, you know, quality time, some sexy time with your person with that Lover's card. Was it the bottom of the deck? No, now we have the King of Cups. Yeah, you want some love. You want a King of Cups to your Queen of Cups. And that's that not always having to talk. Go watch Bridgerton season 3 and see Francesca and John Stilling together. See their connection. You're giving those two. Here we have toxic behavior, control, manipulation, obsession. That is you moving on from that. Maybe you're just done with toxic relationships in general. And what you don't see coming is a more, you know, stable and serene and lovey-dovey connection where you're not always fighting. That's that new love coming through. So like I said, you were getting over a past person and what you don't see coming is that a new person's coming in. And it's because you didn't pass it, it's because you didn't back down and you knew your worth. Okay, hoping my phone don't die before these last cards come out. Please, Spirit, what don't they see coming? All the cards at once, I love that. Wealth. Over-focusing on wealth may cause you to lose sight of what truly matters, leading to dissatisfaction. That's coming through. Focusing too much on money. Like I said, you just want some good old ding, dong, ding. You just want some good old pum pum ping. Like, you just want to just have some time and relax and, you know, and maybe you haven't been able to do that lately and you're getting some good. That keeps coming through for somebody out there. Here we have responsibility. You are taking on the necessary responsibilities, creating long-lasting trust and security. You provide reliable support for family, friendships, and work relationships. You are the one who's holding everything together and you're not getting paid enough for it because we have financial stress coming through. Don't do that. We have romance. Look at that. Romance is dimming under the weight of daily life or expressions of love are being neglected. And you need more of that. You need more expressions of love. Okay, we're turning this over. It says romantic energy is flowing, bringing sweetness and tenderness to your relationship. New sparks are flying. That's more like it. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Ooh, that was quick. And we have goals. It says you may feel uncertain about your future goals or your current path and no longer aligns with your true desires. That's what it's giving. Maybe you wanted the hustle and bustle and you're kind of like, I'm sick of it. I want something more relaxing, more serene. Maybe you want to work from home, work at home. We have creativity. It says creative blockages are holding you back and you may struggle to find inspiration and motivation in your work. Yeah, you're getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. Literally. That's what I have for y'all though. I hope this reading resonated for you guys. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. You're getting a nice, cute, quiet, soft life, soft love, soft girl era is definitely what's coming through for y'all. And I love that for you because, yeah, you knew your worth. You're getting more passion, desire, and fantasy for sure. You're getting some smecks. Okay, you're getting some love, you're getting some back rubs, you're getting some massages, your financial worries are kind of like easing, you're getting maybe a raise or something like that, right? You're getting more people to help out at work, so you're not always running ragged, you know? But yeah, I'm finished because my phone's gonna die for real, and soon your battery will die as well. Get your what is it called? Reparations. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. Hype the video if you can. If you ever want to book a reading with me, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join a membership on the channel, you could always do that as well using my email right above the timestamps in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day as always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Get some rest now. Yeah.